If you're online, check us out on the HopeJamz page. It's HopeJamz Radio on Facebook, and also on Twitter, 70x7 Music. Yeah, man, that call-in track that's a really kind of it kind of not a hype drop, but it kind of like it gets you on a shuffle a bit, doesn't it? It's good.
yeah.
Gets you moving. I think it's good, man.
Yeah. Cheers.
Can't wait for this album, man. That's coming out. Where can people grab that, man? What's your kind of social media, all that kind of good stuff?
So I always post, like, the most active out of everything is pretty much my Instagram and my Facebook page. So for the Instagram, it's _artist, so ART1ST_, and then for my Facebook page, it's Artist 2001, and then on Spotify, because I've only just recently put stuff on Spotify a few months ago, so it's Artist Calling, so that track is on there, and then the other track, Love and War, is going to be on there, and that's where you'll be able to find the album as well. And then I got a SoundCloud, which is Artist 2001. Look to drop just mixtape material on there. And and it's the same as it with Apple Music and Google Play. Just type in Artist, ART1ST, and you'll find my tracks there.
Definitely, man. Gotta wait for that. Definitely give me the album when it drops, man. I can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm excited about it. Like every single time I go inside the studio. And it's just exciting seeing, the development, and I've just got so much. It's like seeing it, and it just gives me so much more sort of ideas of, okay, now this is here. What next can I actually do to be really, really creative? So in the near future, I'm looking to really mix a lot. Is it of my animation? Is it with the music? And so that is something to look out for.
Yeah. Man. Just before you go, man, I just want to give a shout out to, if anyone's listening and they're thinking like they want to kind of know Jesus in their life, man. Like, how would you tell someone to invite someone to know Jesus, man?
So for me, I think the biggest thing would just be me being an example, my walk really, and just because I think that speaks volumes. Because I can go and tell someone, you should love Jesus, he'll heal your wounds and all of that, but if they look at me and my life is not really living up to what I actually say, then for me, I feel it's kind of like pointless. So for me, it's just continually being grounded in Christ, and really stepping out in faith in everything I do, and just letting other people see that, and from other people seeing that, they can see how much I'm at peace and how much Christ has helped me with patience, has helped me with so many things. And when they can see these things, hopefully, I believe they'll be able to see something different and want to start asking questions, and which leaves the door really open to really show them more, really.
Yeah, man, that's it, really. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just live your lifestyle. And that's the greatest thing, I think, like, with anybody, man. Like, especially in the rap game, like, a lot of people are thinking, like, how should they do their music? I was talking to a guy this week, and he was kind of saying, like, I got lost with my music. He couldn't think whether not to make it, like, maybe it was getting a bit too preachy or a bit too much, like, earthly or whatever. And he was, like, asking me, and I just said, just chill, man, and just do whatever, like, comes into your life and just put it out there. At the end of the day, it's going to be your lifestyle more that is seen, and then it will be relevant for your music, rather than you trying so hard to put Jesus in every bar, and then it sounds kind of, it doesn't sound so good then, does it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's just all about being authentic, really.
Yeah.
And at the same time as well, even like knowing that where you're coming from, as a Christian artist, is that obviously you're going to be an example. And of course, I understand that people say, keep it real, your lifestyle and stuff like that. But there's still an element, of knowing that the people that music is an influence, and no matter what you put on the actual track can, influence other people. So at the end of the day, sometimes there may be some stuff in, our walks that, we need Christ to really come inside our heart. And then that's the main reason why, I took a break before from music, because I was just like, I don't really know where I'm actually going. Let me just focus on, focus on my life and focus on where I'm actually going. And then from when I'd done that, I just started focusing more and more on Christ, and that was just opening my eyes to, you know, to everything around me and to, you know, my actual walk and the importance of my relationship with Christ. And before you know it, that just started showing inside my music.
Yeah, man. That's what it'll be. Oh, man, thanks for that. Oh, man, so it's been a pleasure for you on my show, man, having you on my show, and I wish you all the best with your album, man. I can't wait to hear it when it comes out, so definitely drop me it. Yeah, man, awesome time with you, man. Poetry, spoken. Maybe you can come on another time and just drop a spoken word for us or something.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think we've got the last track, haven't we? The Love and War.
Yeah, we've got that one coming up.
So I can give you a little brief outline of that.
Yeah, man, go for it, and then we'll drop it.
Okay, yeah, so basically, Love and War, you know, everyone's been, not everyone, but everyone's, you know, had friendships, had relationships. Not everyone's had relationships, you know, because obviously the really, like the youth and stuff. But at the same time as well, it's just showing that sometimes people come and sometimes people go. And what it is that, okay, there can be a lot of hurt and a lot of pain from many different situations. But at the same time as well, what I sort of learned along the way is that no matter what, is to always have the focus on Christ and give Christ the control, you know, because he's the one that truly understands pain, because he was the one, you know, that was hung on the cross. So if anyone's going through any pain or any sort of hurt from broken friendships or relationships, you know, he's the person that we need to always go to first, and before we even step into relationships, really making sure, you know, we are at one, is it, with Christ, and really being as deep as possible with him. So this track really just talks about my experiences, and just really sharing it and just showing, you know, how I came out on top, is it?
Yeah, man. Oh, man, yeah. Let's get into it then. This is Art1st, this is the last track. This is Love and War. Let's go.
So they wonder why I got a big heart. In that case, let's go back to the start. Not right back, but a place that's relevant. Approachable yet closed inside was evident. At 24 was the first time I was open, loving it, learning, and beyond coping. Now my heart is in the gym and it's working. To the first time I was stretched and hurting. It was thrown on the wall, not laid on the floor. To pick it up it was so hard and so, oh Lord, I'm hit right in the core. I went away, then I came back like a fixed jaw. They got knocked back down, I tried to care. No trust in the heart for half on 1 year. Met many others, but neither here or there. Lived those days living out in fear. Then came right out the shell to only get knocked run down to hell. Then I came out, then I got to a crossroad. Chose the Lord's way, he made me brave and bold. True love, sacrifice when I'm one up above. The truth when it's passing is still love. And when you know things will be okay, but I give the Lord control every day. Every day. I'll take the backseat, you take the wheel. I'll take the backseat, you take control. I'll take the backseat, I'll give you all. I'll give you all, I'll give you all. I'll take the backseat, you take the wheel. I'll take the backseat, you take control. I'll take the backseat, I'll give you all. I'll give you all, I'll give you all. When I love, I don't go pick and choose. For the Lord gave me this heart, so I cruise. Being torn, being more than a bruise. Taking a little breather, don't mean you lose. It just means more time spent with the Lord. So when you're back in, you sing in chord. Never going back to the hospital ward. I've learnt a lot, I take a lot on board. Through many years at times on the trigger. So cancel for the Lord, for him to configure. Now every day, it just keeps getting bigger. Sometimes something I just can't figure. In a different place than I've been before. This is higher heights. Uncooked is raw, they say that is all fair in love and war, but then love's itself what you're fighting for. Brotherly, sisterly love in Christ to keep trust and friendship is what we seek. Relationship comes when you're deep with Christ at the center. With faith, belief, true love, sacrifice when the one up above. The truth when it's passing is still love. And when you know things will be okay, if I give the Lord control every day. I'll take the back seat, you take the wheel. I'll take the back seat, you take control. I'll take the back seat, I'll give you all. I'll give you all, I'll give you all. I'll take the back seat, you take the wheel. I'll take the back seat, you take control. I'll take the back seat, I'll give you all. I'll give you all, I'll give you all. I'll take the back seat, you take the wheel.
That's Artist right there with Love and War. That was the final track from Artist, showcasing right there poetry, spoken word, hip hop, all blended into one.